either I'm going crazy or things are staged. And I wonder why. Try not to assume too much about all this, about the sort of curated sort of stuff. I just don't know why you would curate something like that remotely. It just seems so, I don't know, to me it seems fucked up. Like, I don't know, maybe, like, I feel like this is not that crazy. Like, to curate what somebody sees? It's kind of weird. And of course they're, whoever's curating that, they're gonna get mad, but it's like, fuck that, You mean somebody's, so let's do hypothetical, I guess. So somebody's curating content through an internet service provider to sort of communicate. The fuck is that? That's the weirdest fucking shit I've ever fucking heard of. The fuck is that? And over what and why? And I never get why. So I have a stalker. And much more that goes on too. I get the jolt on the right leg when I heard somebody yell. Like the same moment when I was talking about DC. So I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like there's so much I just don't know why they don't take the effort and try to make Congress better. I feel like I'm in some sort of sketch comedy or something, like some sort of, like it's either very light or it's very dark. Those are the two, and then sometimes I end up in the middle of it where I'm like somewhat in a normal space. You gotta tell people how you feel. You don't have to. But you should. It's like, I hate you, Why? Oh, well, I hate you because this. Well, that didn't even happen, so do you still hate me? No. So it's important to sort of tell people how you feel. somebody can be thinking something that's not even true, you know? So I don't want to say any more about it, I guess, but that's sort of my feelings about all this. I think it would be nice to sort of be somewhere where I can sort of make. I was looking into the USPS mail advertisements, and it was like 3 cents for everyone. And then I looked up how many houses, and there was 107 houses or something, million houses. And so it'd roughly be around like $3 million or something. I was like, I could do that. Let me just find 3 million somewhere. I mean, the price to inform the public that Congress is broken. I mean, the literal system that everything runs on. Seems like a fair price. It's 3 of those checks. It doesn't have to be all the houses. I'll do that if I could, and then the t-shirts if I could. I mean, yeah, so if I have something in my head, I don't see why they can't shut it off. And I doubt I'm ever going to get an answer about it. I have the CT scan. I mean, I literally get jolted in the reality. So, like I've said, it's either a simulation, a video game, or something darker than that. I don't know. I'm glad that I pinned that video, the blue video at the top of the page, because it always stands true with. Or none of this happens, and then, there is no sort of call to fix Congress, and Congress does not get fixed. We all live in our little divided worlds in the world, and America gets more divided, and we turn into some sort of civil war again, of thoughts, not civil war thoughts, but of bigotry, where it's like, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right. You're both fucking right. It's just everything's just a conversation away. So I feel like so fucking like alienated. I feel like I'm in a nightmare. Like I'm like So we got this and this and this and this. Oh, good God, you know. And then I'm like, fuck. And so they even hate them even more. Yep. All right. So then they do this and then this. I'm like, fuck. Like we gotta get fucking solid here, you know. Progressive. Like most people can be for something, and then they learn about it. They learn about the, like, well, we need oil. We need oil. We always have, always will. You know. Well, but then I look at the sort of flat Earth thing, and I'm like, okay, so people even that are shown evidence of flat Earth, that the Earth isn't flat, they still don't believe it. So then how do you figure that one out? But there is a way, you know. It's not easy, but there's a fucking way. I know there is. And this fucking, network shit with the left and the right, that doesn't help anything. And it's like, I think it's just a matter of taking these things sort of seriously. But then you get, well, this person's telling me to take this seriously, fuck that. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. There's some balance that I can't just figure out. And yes, it involves propaganda. And yes, it involves unbiased, or at least bipartisan propaganda. I don't see that's a fucking bad thing. Then you get the phrase common sense is not so common, so. I think people ought to talk politics more. You'll fight, but it will be worth it. This agree to disagree thing does not work. At least as far as with policy, it does not work. People say let's agree to disagree, they're usually just giving up, and it's just a cop out to take a break. Till it just comes up again. And this goes into, and I don't mean religion, and I mean the ability for pro-freedom, pro-choice, where it's like, why do you hold these beliefs? Where do these beliefs stem from? Why do you hold them? Okay, well, I hold them because I think this is valuable. I think there's value here. All right, well, my value is the same fucking value, and this is all general, but. can agree on numbers. We can agree on freedom. And I don't see myself as like some like I am better, I am bigger, I am nothing, These are all the problems of them, of there. I just listen to them. I didn't invent the Republican Party. I didn't invent the Democratic Party. I didn't invent values. I didn't invent Christianity. I didn't invent any of these things. But I do, the message is, we live and we die. I don't know when a good age is to learn about that. Existentialism. I guess in a society you want people to have enough work, have enough jobs, have the ability to work, have the ability to be housed. I mean, hell, when I look at it from the day to day, I get in a panic even. The only thing that really holds us together are these sort of optimistic sort of goals and mindsets, like, oh, next month is this, next month is Christmas, then it's New Year, then it's, But I feel like politics shouldn't work like that, Not some, like, delay of time, because it affects society and it affects how we live our lives. Nobody likes to be abused. So if you're a consumer or a citizen that is being taken advantage of with greed, I think that's a byproduct. That's purple, isn't it? So. There's so much, and so little time. I would like to see these values. If there is an argument, well, people just have different opinions. People just have different values. That's why nothing can get passed. I would like to see these values. Because I guarantee your ass I can find some fucking common ground there. And then say, look, here, look. So, I feel like either I'm completely ignorant and like out of touch, or it just feels like, or I'm one of those people that during the Civil War, one of the people at home that has had enough, you know. Because in that time, if I look at history and the Civil War, they loved the fight. They loved what they were fighting, you know, they loved it. I mean, of course, there's you know, slavery and whatnot, but the main thing that actually changed and abolished slavery wasn't the war. It was Lincoln. Well, how did that happen? Let me look into that. Like some lunatic here. Maybe I just don't understand. Maybe I just don't understand how people work or something. I don't know. GPT to slavery abolish. Oh, well, this, the 13th Amendment. So maybe not Lincoln, but ironically Congress. So this is how I got passed. The moral argument by abolitionist, religious conviction, economic shift. Well, there's the Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation. I didn't know that. Look at that. I guess the war did help a little bit. But I guess the Union. I guess it was a bunch of things. And you got literature here, I guess. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Okay. So the Union had much of a stronger industrial base than the South, with factories, railroads, and more extensive economy. The Union's victory led to reintegration of the Southern states, the end of slavery, and the beginning of Reconstruction, a period aimed at rebuilding the South and enforcing the new constitutional rights of formerly enslaved people. And I guess the war did have a big piece of it. But then again, legislature did too. I didn't know this, though, about this, if this is true. The, says, federal enforcement, despite the passage of the 13th Amendment, resistance remained high in parts of the South. Federal troops were stationed in the South during Reconstruction to enforce new laws and protect the rights of formerly enslaved people, underscoring that the federal government would uphold abolition even in the face of opposition. I didn't know that. I forget what I was comparing this to. Oh, maybe Congress or something. Oh no, I was thinking about abortion. That's what I was thinking about. With abortion's weird because abortion, the war is the people, either the lost children or the mothers or the affected people by such things. what's the war? And then you hear the stories of it. Well, my daughter, or or I don't want to even say it, the fucking thing, but or I saw some story that was a mother died because they couldn't get they're waiting for the baby's heartbeat to go out or something, so they both ended up dying. So those are sort of these war stories, I guess. But then, what do you do if you get somebody that's like still like, I don't care. It's a religious. It is murder and this and this and this. What do you do with that? You just keep trying to. Is it just empathy? So how do you I feel like I need to go to I don't know. I don't know what you do then. You can't go forth on it and go, well, you're a evil person for because they double down, or at least I think that's what happens. Maybe space POV is helpful, I don't know. This is what I do. I don't know why, but I guess that argument is, you don't want me to have the right. Yeah, I think that one wins it pretty much every time. Is that you don't want me to have the right to be able to do this, but then it's like, no, abortion is murder. What I'm just doing is I'm like saying, how do you change stubbornness and stuff? Let me see. Maybe the AGI, not AGI, can help. So I guess yeah. So it says, well, this isn't on the screen there, but this is the, so what do you do then if somebody's like, well, this is true and I believe this because this is my religion. It's like, well, let me impose my religion onto you. Yeah, this is a very interesting thing, man. Ooh. I'll figure this fucking thing out. I'll figure it out. Because I'm looking at it like, well, we should have the right to have slaves, and then that with, well, we should have the right to not allow abortion. So I guess if history shows, I guess the law just goes into effect and people have no choice. So the sort of ignorance or my religion is your religion, I guess that sort of thing doesn't sort of. But then I'm thinking about that person, I don't know why. I see this here. Avoid criticizing beliefs. Introduce empathy over other circumstances. Recognize limits. And agree to disagree. Let's go open every part of the... Okay, that's a good question. Here. It says, how do you feel society should address situations where people have different beliefs? This can help them consider perspectives beyond their immediate stance without feeling directly challenged. That's pretty good. Alright, cool, GPT. Look at you. Alright. So you frame it in their mind, I guess. So, cool. Thanks, GPT. Figure you, I guess, helped on that one, I guess. Or then when you get that, and then somebody says, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if people address situations or different beliefs. My belief is the best belief. I don't give a fuck. So then, I don't know. It's very, I'll give you $100, is that what it is? Sure, but no, but seriously, let's see, I guess that either somebody doesn't change or a story that they hear ends up, touching their heart and something does change. And if it's the first, then it is what it is. But be optimistic for the second. I think that's what it is. I think that's a good way to put it. So, alright. It took a while.